Welcome to the Lantern Sports Wrap-Up Show. I'm your host, Casey Smith, and joining me as always is Jacob Benge. We are here at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center, where we just wrapped up the weekly midweek preview of the Northwestern matchup, talking with some players. Ohio State, Jacob, they're coming off a game where they struggled to really establish the run against Penn State.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Casey. We talked with DeJuan Jones, Paris Johnson Jr., two of Ohio State's offensive tackles there, and they talked about how the last 2 weeks, Ohio State hasn't had its season best rushing totals. In fact, they've had their two worst season rushing totals out there on the ground. I believe less than 100 rushing yards. Paris and DeJuan both reiterated how Ohio State's just going back to the fundamentals. They're working on hands, working on feet, sliding, following the concepts and whatnot. And Ohio State's going to have a test there against Northwestern on Saturday, and I'll be curious to see how maybe Travion Henderson and maybe even Mayan Williams, if he gets into the game, can maybe get that run game to complement the pass game a little bit more. It's been a whole lot of C.J. Stroud the last couple of weeks.
Right, and another thing Ohio State struggled with against Penn State was in the secondary. They were giving up a lot of chunk yards. Those two long plays that went for long yards, one was off of a couple missed tackles where Parker Washington took it to the house, But Jordan Hancock, he said he was just glad to be back out there, coming off that injury and just being back on the field. He was really saying how grateful he was just to be able to play football again. As for Denzel Burke, he said despite his struggles and the struggles in the secondary, they're just taking it one game at a time, and that starts this weekend against Northwestern. They're going to be able to right the ship potentially this Saturday in Evanston, Illinois. We'll be there with the coverage for you. But until next time, be sure to follow us on all socials, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, at Lantern Sports. For Jacob Benge, I'm Casey Smith. See you next time.